St. Cloud Rocks earned their Great Plains leading 31st win of the season, their second consecutive two-run win against the Duluth Huskies. And with that, we welcome you into the greatest show on turf, Postgame show. My name is Cal Friedman, joined alongside Wyatt Kopelman. Another great game of baseball tonight. Another pair of dominant pitchers. We saw some great relievers tonight from both sides, but ultimately, for the second straight night, St. Cloud just had a little bit more.
Chase Grillo able to pick up his 12th save on the season, not retiring the side in order, giving up that one-out walk. But all in all, you have to give credit to Braden Gainey as well. Really showed out in his latest start as a member of the St. Cloud Rocks team. He moves to 2-1, able to work out of a bases-loaded walk to give their Huskies the first run of the evening. But it looks like the Huskies really failed to capitalize their bases-loaded opportunity wasted with one run.
One run given up by Gainey on 4 hits across 5 full innings of work in his first start of the second half of the season. The Huskies gave the ball to a new arm to start off the game. Caleb Gallant got into some trouble in the first inning, albeit only one of the runs he gave up was earned. Overall, a bit of a shaky outing from Gallant, but overall, not a bad first start for Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb had an issue with letting up a high number of walks here coming out of the bullpen on multiple occurrences this season, home and away from Wade Stadium. But you look at what Caleb Gallant was able to provide, was able to work out of 2 runs, not earned on any hits by any means in that first inning. Fired 22 pitches, but ultimately was able to settle in, was able to pass the ball over to Pat Miner, and that's what he's been doing so well here in this outing for Pat Miner this season, dealing numerous strikeouts this year.
Yeah, Pat Miner came out of the bullpen. Second time that he's come out of the bullpen, and he was phenomenal. 3 1/3 of shutout baseball, no walks, and 4 strikeouts for Pat. Another great performance from the Huskies right-hander from Texas.
You have to appreciate not only what Pat Miner has been able to do with the fastball as well, but the curveball. He was able to get multiple looking strikeouts, some swinging strikeouts as well. Was able to contain the Rocks' middle of the lineup for the time being, but it was just a little bit too late. The Rocks putting on 2 runs in that 4th inning, and Miner having to work out of that RBI, or that leadoff double rather. And all in all, he had a great outing, but just a little bit undermined by that Huskies' lack of hitting going into those late innings.
You talked about the Huskies' first run that came across. It was basically a little walk by Jonathan Vastine. He's up to 9 RBIs this season. But the final scoring play of this game came from Hudson Sapp. While the Huskies came up short, Sapp, his first home run of the season, he's now got over 500 on his average in the second half of the year. He is really starting to show his true colors.
Yeah, you have to appreciate what Sapp's able to do. Was more of that walks-reliant sort of batter in the lineup, but still in the lower third of this lineup, Sapp able to put one over the fence and giving the Huskies a relatively rare home run on the season, albeit it was a solo home run. Gave them a little bit of momentum, but again, you have to wonder, what else can the Huskies do going forward with 2-out situations? That's been the question all season long, aside from struggling in leadoff situations too.
St. Cloud came through with 2-out situations yet again, and it was their all-star center fielder in John Nett, that 2-out RBI single that actually came off of Caleb Gallant. He finishes this series with 2 multi-hit games, 2 RBIs in this series. He showed why he's headed to Wisconsin Rapids in a week and why he could be the starting center fielder for the Great Plains.
And you have to remember that Nett didn't even have a home run here in this 2-game set at Wade Stadium, but he had 3 home runs, nominated as an all-star for that reason, aside from his ability to drive in runs time and time again, whether it be against the Huskies, whether it be against even a team like the Lacrosse Loggers, the Rochester Honkers. The list goes on for Nett, and was backed by Charlie Condon as well in this series. A couple of guys with only 1-hit outings here tonight amongst that all-star tandem for the St. Cloud Rocks, but all in all, a great outing for him.
It was another quiet day at the office for the Duluth Bats. 3 runs on 6 hits last night. 2 runs on 6 hits today. They stranded 8 runners on base. What do the Huskies have to do better? Because they've got a big series coming up against Eau Claire.
You can't worry about how many runners your opponent is leaving on base. The St. Cloud Rocks stranding 10 yesterday. Today, they stranded 8. So the Huskies, of course, worrying about what they have to do going forward. They have to be able to attack starting pitching more often. Braden Gainey working phenomenally, only allowing 2 base runners in that first time through the order, and then only allowing 1 runner to get into scoring position in this start here today. So if you're Gainey, you have to be proud of yourself. If you're the Huskies, you have to realize that the RBI hitting has to come through sooner than a solo home run from Sapp.
Looking at the final couple of innings in this game, Dylan Hill was able to work a scoreless 8th despite some trouble loading the bases after he walked 1 to lead off the 9th. Huskies made a really good defense play. Michael Sarhat came in, was able to get a fielder's choice home from Christian Campbell. He was able to record a scoreless 9th, but ultimately St. Cloud handing it off to someone that I think we both can say might be the best reliever in the Northwoods League in Chase Grillo. Second consecutive day with a save against Duluth.
And if you're Chase Grillo, you have to be happy with the fact that this is an opportunity for you to continue to dominate. The Washington State product by no means showed any shakiness aside from that 1-out walk, but you also have to realize Sarhat wasn't in that bases-loaded jam either.
So overall today, St. Cloud win it on 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They strand 12 for the second consecutive day. And for the Huskies, 2 runs on 6 hits. Those 2 errors in the first really came back to bite them, and they stranded 8. In a game that took 3 hours and 2 minutes to complete, the win goes to the St. Cloud starter, Braden Gainey. He advances to 2-1 on the season. Loss goes to Caleb Gallant. His first decision of the season is an out and the save, the 12th of the season, the Northwoods League leading best for Chase Grillo. Huskies will head on the road to take on Eau Claire next, a 2-game set at Carson Park, before returning home to Wade Stadium to finish out the series before the All-Star break against the Mankato Moondogs. And that will do it here from Wade Stadium on a Monday night. Thank you so much for joining us for what was an excellent game of baseball between 2 playoff-bound teams, 2 teams that will search for the Northwoods League title. From our broadcast partner, Wyatt Kopelman, I've been Cal Friedman signing off. We will talk to you next time. Thank you for watching Northwoods League Baseball on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.